The responsibility to lead that institution is thrust on my shoulder.
In a nation striving for economic stability and growth, one man has led the economic responsibility towards progress. Join us as we explore the remarkable journey of Dr. James Alic Garang, Governor of the Bank of South Sudan. Dr. Alic's commitment to expanding financial services took him across the country, enhancing bank infrastructure and working conditions in Bor, Malakal, Yei, Rumbek, Dorit, Wau, Kwajuk, and Awil.
The first thing that I did was to form a committee to draft and to work on what we then consider bank modernization strategy.
With a focus on transparency, the bank inaugurated a new branch in Nimili, empowering the nation to better control revenue at border points.
Opening the Nimili branch today will create jobs for the local while raising revenue for the government. I therefore call upon all the stakeholders to support this noble objective as the bank explores other options to open branches in other deserving locations across your beloved country.
Community leaders in Nimili were impressed by the bank leadership and generously donated 2 pieces of land for the construction of permanent office and staff quarters.
It is an area 40 meters this way and 80 that way. And then again, we are going to work on the alignment, which will show exactly the dimension. And the staff quarters is already the other side, which is already agreed by the community of Nimule.
Renting the new place, we will be there for quite some time while we think of putting up a permanent structure here.
Professionalism, teamwork, and efficiency in services delivery. Bank of South Sudan is guided by these words.
Driven by professionalism and teamwork, the bank extended its scope by establishing the first banking and finance institute in Wau.
By investing in human capital development, we are not only investing in the future of our financial institution, but also in the overall economic development of South Sudan. And this is a mission that we take to heart like a duck to water.
And I want to thank Dr. Garang, Dr. Alic for leading this bank into the right direction. When you want to develop your state or your country, you need to build the capacity of the human resources. And this is exactly what you're planning to do.
This institution is for us all. It's to help the Junubi who is living in Barangazal here in Wau and around Barangazal area. So it is our work and responsibility to take care of it and to own it.
More specifically, a central bank uses its tools of monetary policy, open market operations, discount window lending, changes in reserve requirement, and so on.
our dedication to financial services to the people of South Sudan, and at the same time our march to inclusive socio-economic development across our diverse land and people.
This again, it will mark a financial empowerment to all of you.
Demonstrating the bank's commitment to efficiency and cost-saving measures, Dr. Alic inaugurated the governor's residence, showcasing vigilant financial management.
So this property belongs to the Bank of South Sudan, belongs to the government, and it belongs to the people of South Sudan.
Dr. Alic's dedication to stabilizing market prices led him to inspect Konyo market, identifying challenges hindering trade and validating solutions.
The government will be observing the behaviors in the market. If they are in line with intended policies, we will clap. If they are not in line with what we want, we will resist and we will act within the confines of the law.
Bank Governor Dr. James Alic, accompanied by East West Deputy Samuel Yanga and senior administrators, visited the bank new headquarters to oversee the ongoing work. This magnificent landmark demonstrates the unwavering commitment of the bank leadership to expanding services and improve staff welfare. The iconic 12-floor building will provide a conducive working environment for the bank staff, enhancing efficiency and productivity.
We would like to encourage the company to ensure that quality must be delivered, that work must be done on time, that everyone must do their best.
This is a very important landmark, and it should be concluded as such.
Director General and directors would be coming here frequently to ensure that the unfinished work is on progress.
This magnificent and iconic building is the new headquarters of the Bank of South Sudan. Having this institution demonstrates the brighter future of the staff, a move that will enhance the working condition.
Hosting the Monetary Affairs Committee meeting signals South Sudan's commitment to regional collaboration, paving the way for discussion on adopting a single currency.
The governors thank the Governor of the Bank of South Sudan for hosting and sharing the 27th March meeting and for the excellent hospitality accorded to the governors and their delegations.
The bank management hosted a dinner party for the East African Community State Bank governors following the conclusion of the Monetary Affairs Committee meeting in Juba. The event underscored the hospitality and cordiality of South Sudanese people, which was warmly received by the regional finance leaders. To combat illegal money trading, the bank introduced a new legalization system, ensuring stabilization in exchange rates.
And the Bank of South Sudan went ahead and revised, outlined, and shared guidelines and regulations. And we then issued forms that are supposed to be picked up from the banking supervision anytime in the morning from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Selling foreign currency is legal as long as you have the license. And anyone selling, we expect them to have shops or premises where they would be selling. And we are also directing them to display the selling rates and the buying rate.
On behalf of the government of South Sudan, Governor Dr. Alic signed a memorandum of understanding with the Macroeconomic and Fiscal Management Institute of Eastern and Southern Africa, allowing South Sudan to join the 15-member Regional Macroeconomy Institute, aimed to enhance financial resources mobilization, build human resource and institutional capacities, lobby for funding and loans, and improving financial management for member states.
Local production, whether in Awil or in Bor or in Bentiu or in Okoba, is something that can be done by everyone. So this is the same message that His Excellency has always been saying. And I would like to take this occasion again to tell our people, let us please go and produce. Because that's one way to bring stability to our economy. We have always said, when people produce more, they have two options. They can consume more and sell more abroad to bring in hard currency.
Dr. Alic's participation in regional meetings in Nairobi fostered engagement with finance leaders, facilitating economic integration and development. After Nairobi meetings, Dr. Alic returned to Juba, marking a milestone as South Sudan gained access to financing under the African Disaster and Risk Mechanism.
South Sudan has the opportunity, like other 4 countries, to be granted access under a financing arrangement called Africa Disaster and Risk Financing Mechanism. It is one of those that is going to allow us to connect South Sudan with Ethiopia and other countries in the region.
Dr. Alic's contribution to socio-economic development in South Sudan and Africa have been remarkable. He was honored by the African Leadership Organization in the United States as the only bank governor in the East Africa region with distinctive and remarkable achievements. Recognizing the significance of the bank mission, President Salva Kiir Mayardit declared its independence. This move was welcomed by Dr. James Alic Garang, who believes it will enable the institution to better deliver services and achieve its target goals.
We welcome and appreciate this decision because the need to communicate monetary policy objectives in a transparent manner and without constraint. Both the objectives and the intents and the achievement, when they are put on the table and they are exercised and critique both left and right, will enable in the end the bank or the regulator in this context to build credibility, especially with its partners. So while this is also can influence public expectation of the banking industry and the private sector.
Join us next time as we continue to follow the journey of economic reform and progress in South Sudan. This is Banking on Progress.